hope is to have a set of files in each codec that correspond to any possible endpoint that could connect. It's doable, but it's a lot of processing and, again, a real nuisance.
Okay, and just to show everybody, I know you can't all see it, but exactly the same application running on an iPhone.
Yeah, we wish we had a camera we could zoom in and.
There is an Android version.
That's true. I guess I could possibly.
Okay.
Yeah,
there you go.
There we go. All right, not great, but thank you. See, we weren't smart enough to think of that.
So we were asked about an Android version, so let's give that a go. So 308.
This is the latest iOS 4.1. And the advantage with the iPhone 4 is you have the front-facing camera, which is what you need for conferencing. Otherwise, you're panning whatever it's looking at. Which soft phone? I should say a bit about that. We've really literally only gotten this stuff going in the last few weeks. I spent almost 2 months looking through anything and everything that was available out there for iPhones. Anthony here went through a couple of different SIP clients for Droids, and we hit a lot of walls. Finally found an unlikely app for the iPhone called Pocketbone, made by a small company out in Kirkland, Washington. And my God, I started seeing video from our server. So I've been working with these guys, and they've been fixing some bugs. The quality of video, so far they only have H.263, but the quality of H.263 is as good as we've seen on desktop phones or soft phones. The application has a few bugs. You have to treat it nice. But that's okay. These things can be fixed. The basic quality of the video was an amazing thing, and the fact that it actually works is
they've just submitted 4.1 to the App Store, so that should be available soon. We're running a early beta here. So, and on the Droid, we're using IMS Droid, which you can download from the Android Marketplace. Again, it's QSIF, so the video quality is not as good, so it tends to stretch to fit the screen. But I believe it should support SIF. So, we need to do a bit more work on that one. And, we've spoken to quite a few other soft phone vendors who are now starting to, bring or look at bringing video to the market. So they all do voice, and now they're actively talking about bringing video. But as far as Diastar is concerned, it's just open standards. So it's SIP. SIP video will work with whatever endpoint, be it a grand stream of Polycom, a handset. We're just about doing the transcoding, and what we'll move on to now is to show you a bit of conferencing. Yeah, we can do 3G, 324M.
Yeah, for Europe and Asia. Of course, we don't have that protocol here. Perhaps not all that bad of a thing. It is a tremendously small picture. As you probably know, it's multiplexing audio, video, and control information and sending it over a 64 kilobit channel. So that's not a lot of bandwidth for video. It's doable, but...
And Dialogic's invested a lot of money in sort of making those algorithms really good to get the best quality experience down that very small bandwidth.
But the 3G phones are cheap, and if you pick the proper sort of video and the user's expectations are set properly, it's viable. It's really not bad. That really isn't going to happen here in the U.S., and now since data plans are being used more and more, and everybody's looking at smartphones, we now...
I'm just conscious of the time if we want to get on to the conferencing.
Right. Okay.
And I think, when we sort of get into the conferencing, again, hopefully what you'll see from a Asterisk point of view is how really easy it is to access this functionality. In terms of Diastar, it supports different tiling options. So you can either have a single presenter being shown to multiple participants, or you can actually tile it in 4, 6, or 9 on a single screen. So you'll see that in a second.
Mm-hmm.
John's just brought up here. So you see where the cursor is here on 309. It's as simple as answer, and then literally just dial into the conference. So you dial, you select the channel type WUMRA. So Diastar communicates to Asterisk using CHAN WUMRA. We select the conference room, in this case 2. We select the role, so it can be controller, presenter, or attendee. Presenter sends audio and video, sends and receives. And the obviously attendee will just be a listen only, both in terms of audio and video. And the tiles basically sets how you want to view the screen. So on to see full, we'll start with full, and we'll switch it so you can see the difference. And that's it. That's all you need to create a video conference using Asterisk and Diastar. So you can see John's gone in here. So let me see if I can, what am I dialing?
309.
Just,
Okay, and we'll turn down the audio.
okay, so you can be this one. What you'll also see is when you entered, you probably noticed that it was a little caption that flipped up. Again, you can program these to stay on permanently or for 20 seconds or however you want that to be. It actually reads the SIP user information from the phone. So if you've got your soft phone and you set your name, it'll automatically pop up as your name as you enter the video conference.
Okay. The Kapanga sometimes gets a little schizophrenic, but nonetheless, if you were to look on the mobile phones, they actually are doing a better job than this is.
See if
okay,
I can
you want to run one more in?
see. No, I have the 3GS, so I don't have a front-facing camera, but I can use it to show everyone here. And you can see the captions come up here, and it's going to stay there for a period of time. There you go. Okay, do you want to hang that one up, and then we'll just change the tiling option and put it to a 6 tile, just so you can see the difference in how we display that information. Thank you. Thanks.
Okay, try this.
Okay, so you can see now the 4 was divided equally on the screen. With the 6, we have one big window, and then as other people join in, okay, you see they sort of join around the outside. Yeah, as you go in, you can set the position that you want to be displayed as. So if you have a weekly meeting and you want your sort of boss to be in the big picture and everyone around, and maybe you're the sort of top right-hand corner every week, you can decide who's going to be where. Yeah, no, as each individual person comes in, you can specify which position they go in. You can also set tiles equals 0 instead of actually setting a particular view. And then as people enter, it'll actually scale. So it'll start at the 1 person, and then it'll go to 4, then it'll go to 6, and when you get up to the 7th person, it'll go to the 9 tile. So, yep, sorry. We do have the ability to capture the active talker, and we're just looking at pulling that into the next release. Then you can obviously either determine whether you're going to sort of shuffle them around so they go in the big tile, or just have one view and then switch them between. So we've put the code in to actually determine the active talker. We've just not actually filled in the back end. Sorry? Oh, in terms of audio controls? At the moment, it's really on the device to actually mute yourself. There's no sort of special character key. I mean, the application that you're building effectively is controlled by Asterisk, so you can build any application you want. You can see to get into the conference is just to do a dial and then specify your parameters. So if you wanted then to sort of come out and then do something else and go in as a listen only, you could actually create the dial plan maybe to get that functionality. And if you wanted to design the actual conference room, then it's possible to use the IVVR to ask you for a PIN code or something to go in before, and then join it up with the conferencing functionality to build a fully featured conferencing solution.
Mm-hmm.
We have one more demo. Do you want to?
Yeah.
Hopefully this one works. So what we're actually doing with this one is, this is one we sort of do as sort of demonstrations where we host a demo where you can ring in. And the idea here is we're using SIP-P to bring in extra participants. So if you just want to show people how it works, so we're going to go in, John's going to go in, and then he'll be joined by 3 other people on the call.
Okay, so there's the first caller.
Hey, is anybody else here? We're ready to start. Anybody else ready to start? Hello?
Then we have a fly. Okay. Okay, so you get the idea. I mean, I don't know how much longer we've got left. I mean, they're the demos we wanted to run through, so I don't know if anyone has any more questions.
One potential application we would have is someone in an office using a video phone wanting to check an IP.
Mm-hmm.
And I missed the first half, I'm sorry if you addressed
Yep.
this. Is there a way to take a streaming video source?
Yeah, so we're actually, by the end of November, looking to implement an Rtsp client on Diastar. So then you'll be able to stream the video source and then literally just play an Rtsp stream.
Usually IP security cameras do use RTSP streams.
So we're looking Q1 of next year.
Okay, so that might fit.
Mm-hmm.
Do you just want to bring the presentation back up?
Yeah.
Sorry.
Is this the best soft phone available?
There's many, and to be honest with you, we're actually spending a lot of time at the moment doing interop testing. So we've tried Kapanga, Miriel, Bria. We're also testing all the physical hard phones from the Poly